Today on Update News, the Lincoln Towers gets new life, Wilmington Police work new shifts, and Update News has an exclusive conversation with fashion designer Mark Echo.
This is your city, your government, your station, your news. This is Update News.
With assistance from the state, Wilmington Police have a new place to take child curfew violators during the summer. The Walnut Street YMCA now offers services to youths and their guardians after a child is arrested for violating the city's curfew law. Sponsored by a $140,000 commitment from Delaware's Department of Services for Children, Youth, and their Families, the center will be open on random nights throughout the summer months. Previously, curfew violators were held at the Public Safety Building on Walnut Street. Programs at the YMCA will be based on a community model of services and will require the direct involvement of the child's parent or guardian. Wilmington's curfew law affects everyone under the age of 18. Sundays through Thursdays, the curfew is 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. for minors between the ages of 13 and 18. On weekends, the hours change to midnight until 6 a.m. Children under the age of 12 are not permitted in public spaces or establishments between the hours of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Sundays through Thursdays and 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. on weekend nights. The curfew law does not apply to minors who are accompanied by a parent or guardian. Curfew violators are subject to fines up to $500 and possible incarceration. Parents or guardians of violators could be fined up to $600 for a second offense. As of June 11th, there are now up to 7 additional police officers patrolling city streets. Uniformed officers of the Wilmington Police Department have begun working 12-hour shifts, and the department has restructured from 5 platoons to 4. The new shift deployment was part of a March 2011 contract agreement between the city and the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge No. 1. The 12-hour shift affects 216 of the department's 328 officers, and it is being implemented as a pilot program for the next 18 months. Result of the deployment will be analyzed to determine its effectiveness in reducing crime, cost, and improving officer safety. The change will also be gauged on whether the schedule assists officers in carrying out their daily patrol and investigative duties. Wilmington Police Chief Michael Zerba has announced that his department has established a cold case homicide squad comprised of current and retired criminal investigators. The new squad will conduct extensive reviews of each cold case, focusing on identifying investigative completeness and prioritizing cases that need further investigation. The unit is supported in part by a grant received for DNA analysis. A cold case is a criminal investigation that has not been solved after a considerable time and has been closed from further investigation. Zerba released a statement saying that through a new combination of programs and working more closely with a host of other law enforcement agencies, the WPD has stepped up the pace of fighting crime. In addition to the new deployment, the Curfew Center and the Cold Case Homicide Unit, the Wilmington Police Department has joined with Attorney General Beau Biden, as well as numerous law enforcement agencies devoted to reducing crime in the city. In the last 6 months, a Wilmington prosecution team was established with the Attorney General's office, which focused on the identification, arrest, and prosecution of high-risk offenders. And Operation Pressure Point brought law enforcement officers from Newcastle County and the state into the city to assist the Wilmington Police Department. Councilmember Eric Robinson held an open forum at the Kingswood Community Center for residents of the 3rd District in an effort to inspire them to claim their block. The meeting gave neighbors an opportunity to talk face-to-face with Wilmington officials about their district.
Get citizens more involved in a way that can more effectively bring services to our communities that we've been lacking for some time. Specifically, our taxes go to pay the people that are supposed to service us, and we have not been getting the service that we deserve. And this meeting I'm going to hold on a quarterly basis, and it's to involve all of the civic associations, the NPCs, as well as other concerned citizens about issues that they're not able to get addressed on a regular basis. Here I can give them specific information, specific numbers of who to call and to follow up on a problem, to also arm them with the information that's necessary for them to get the services they both pay for and deserve, like any other citizen in this city.
Attendees spoke of some of the obstacles faced in their efforts to keep their districts safe and clean. And Councilmember Robinson offered advice on how to improve the neighborhoods of the 3rd District. Robinson also said that this type of meeting between neighbors and city officials could be beneficial throughout Wilmington.
I think this is something good for the city as a whole, not just for the 3rd District. I think this is something where we can start to help citizens become citizens and not just remain clients. Clients is somebody you expect all the time to have something done for you. You sit on your butt, one way or another, you wind up having to pay for it. Citizens step forward and take action to affect change.
Councilmember Robinson plans to hold the neighborhood meetings 4 times a year.